this is gonna feel completely wrong. Switch your torch to your left hand. There's a twist here, hang on. This is typically where a lot of people get stuck with TIG welding. There's gonna be a time where your progress kind of starts to slow down to a bit of a plateau. Not because you're doing it wrong, but it's honestly because you're doing the same thing, same hand, same movement, and same repetition. So here is a safe way to break that pattern that nobody else teaches. Watch this. What you're gonna do is switch your torch to your bad hand. Yep, trust me, just like that. Most people are predominantly right-handed, so you're gonna switch your torch to your left hand if that's the case for you. For myself, actually, I am left-handed, so I would technically switch the torch to my right hand. As you start practicing a little bit like this, you are gonna feel very awkward and weird at first, but trust me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch, so we're basically set up running everything backwards, our torch in our bad hand or our non-dominant hand, and then the filler material is gonna be in the hand that you normally hold the torch with. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start to continue to practice running the same bead or practice joint that you want to level up. I think you're gonna notice right away that obviously this is super awkward and messed up. But what's gonna happen is it's gonna cause your brain to slow down and hyper focus on things like small details in a big way. As you're welding, you are really going to focus on the proper arc placement and keeping that steady. And you're gonna really focus on making sure that you get the filler material sweet spot each time you add it to the welding puddle. These details are super important. I go over it in my hardcover textbook here. And I mean, come on, take a look at this. How cool is this textbook? When you're practicing with your non-dominant hand as your torch hand, we don't really want to get caught up too much in the details at this point here. What we want to do is force our brain to hyper focus on the small details as you start getting used to working with your non-dominant or bad hand. You're going to focus on all of the extreme small details of technique at this point. You're also going to see your hand-eye coordination challenged a lot by doing this. The filler material hand, like I said, is going to be flipped as well. This is going to be totally different to try and do this all of a sudden with your other hand. Like I said, with all aspects of what you're doing here, you're forcing your brain to pay ultra attention to all the details. It's literally like we're starting out with TIG welding all over again. As you're welding, you're going to notice that you are naturally, automatically using much slower, more focused and deliberate motions as you travel along. But I honestly think one of the most important parts is going to be how you set up and control everything at the start of each pass. Like I always talk about, the start of every weld is going to determine how the rest of the entire weld is going to go. Take a look at this new workbook that I just released. Check out this page in it right here. You can see that whatever joint is being welded, everything is established right at the start before you even begin moving. The start is extremely important. You can check out the pages in this workbook here. Again, this is completely free. You can download it on my website as we practice with what we are doing with our bad, fumbly, weird hand here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this extra few seconds at the start of each pass to really make sure that the heat is perfect and the arc is focused exactly where you need it to be. With something like a lap joint, this is much more important. You want to make sure that the puddle is completely settled exactly where you want. This is the moment where you're gonna take the time to perfect every little detail and make sure it's good before you start moving. Theoretically, even with using your non-dominant hand as your torch hand, you're gonna have a much easier time getting control of things by taking the few extra seconds at the start to establish this and get it done. Make sure that you put the filler material into the sweet spot of the puddle, exactly how I show in the workbook. And again, you guys, this workbook is completely free. Go download it. I would recommend getting comfortable with this and doing it until you are at least somewhat comfortable working with everything backwards. Obviously, even warming up just with dry arcs on your table, everything is going to feel very, very strange at first, but we want to do it long enough so that we do end up getting a feel for what we're doing with everything mirrored. If you manage to do a few and maybe even get a couple passes that aren't that bad, honestly, for most people, it only takes like less than a half dozen tries or so. But here is where it all comes together. Ready? What you are going to do now at this point is switch back to your comfortable or dominant torch hand. And you're gonna try the same challenges that you just did with your bad hand right now. I think you're gonna notice right away that after practicing with your bad or non-dominant hand, now switching back to your dominant hand, everything is going to feel way smoother. The movements are gonna feel easier and much more in control. The arc control is going to be focused much more and steady. You're gonna have a much more deliberate and fluid technique. And now you're gonna do all this with a much better understanding after hyper focusing on the small details for those practice passes you did with your bad hand earlier. This is a big deal. deal. This is something that I can actually kind of do and practice once in a while with more like intricate, more challenging type joints. Being able to drop back to your bad hand and focus to get some more control. This is going to help to build up your dominant hand a lot. Go download the new workbook right now. It's absolutely free. I made it for you guys. I am Dusty James, Phil and Cho. We will talk soon. Peace.